what's up you guys, Styles here. Welcome to another video. If you guys are new here, hey, you're right on time, go subscribe to the channel. Those returning as always, hey, much appreciated. So it's that time of the year again, tax time. A lot of you guys out there are trying to find ways to invest your money, whether it's cryptocurrency or a new business. Whichever the case, I got you covered. Hashtag free game. Today for you guys, we got a t-shirt crash course. Now this is going to be brief. Now in the way to keep this short, we're going to take out all the fluff. We're going to give you guys exactly what you need, and at least you guys know where to go to get it. I'll also tell you guys briefly what I use. Now for further information, visit those links in the description below. There will be reference videos as well as product links. I mean, how else are you going to get the products unless you know where to get them? AKA, support the channel. Appreciate you guys. So first up, we got the heat press. Now I know what you guys are going to ask me in the comments. Where did you get your press? Now the press that I use is going to be a 15 by 15 signature series press, and I got it from HPN. Now this is a great press. I've had it for over a year now and it's been doing me well. However, for the first press, I don't advise that. However, there will be a link in the description for a more budget friendly one, and it's the one that I started with. Now back to this press. This press, rather pricey. If I had to do it over again, I wouldn't go this route. I instead would go with something more practical from Heat Transfer Wearhouse. Now, Heat Transfer Wearhouse has an awesome line of wallet presses, and they give you more bang for your buck, I feel. Also, they have sales quite often, so you might catch a break. Who knows? Now, before you go to get a press, there's three things to consider. Number one, I feel is going to be the price. I mean, unless you're Kim and Kanye, the price is going to matter to you. Not myself, yeah, I fall into that category. After the price, it's going to be the budget. I mean, after all, the best press for you is the best press your money can buy you. Right? Right. Now, after you got that out of the way, now the next thing to consider is the space to put said press. You're not going to be able to get an industrial sized press in a small 1-bedroom apartment kitchen. I mean, you probably could, but the kitchen will be no longer usable. So, now that you got that out of the way, the next thing is you're going to want to get is a vinyl cutter. Now, the vinyl cutter that I use is going to be a Silhouette Cameo. It's going to be like maybe a 2 or 3. I don't really remember. However, it's an older model, but there's no need to upgrade because it does what it needs to do. Now, if you're able to afford a vinyl cutter, you're going to need some vinyl. I suggest starting out, you want to have at least 10 yards. And you want to go with 5 yards black, 5 yards of white. And as money permits, you want to go ahead and just increase the other primary colors. I mean, that's a good place to start. Now, if price does not permit, or budget rather, then the vinyl cutter is a plus and not a must. This next item though, I've seen people run their whole business model around this particular item. For myself, it cost me 30 bucks and it was a no-brainer. I suggest anyone to get one of these. Even if you do like sublimation and all that other jazz, you still want to have your inkjet printer on hand. Now for myself, I went with this Canon Pixma. It's like 30 bucks at Wally World. I've seen these as low as like 20 bucks during the holidays. And if I can, I will link this one or one comparable in the description below along with everything else. Alright, so once you've got the inkjet printer, you don't want to have the inkjet transfer. Now this is a Golden Seal 3G Nina opaque, or 3G opaque Nina paper rather. It comes in 2 versions. It's going to be a light and a dark. Now when you're going with this, there's going to be a lot of different options out there. I mean, any one of them are fine. However, the Avery, I'd avoid that as it's not good quality. These right here, they come in different sizes. This particular one is the 8.5 by 11, and that's what fits my press, or that's what fits my printer rather. You can, however, go with the 11 by 17. I've seen them as big as like a 13 by 19. And as far as the inkjet is concerned, this is something I've done about 2 years ago. The only one drawback, but it's the same as like a lot of products today, is you got that heavy hand feel. I mean, but it still works. So now after you've got that out of the way, the next thing you want to do is get some shirts. Now for myself, I recommend 3 different shirts for starting out. This is going to be a good foundation. First off, it's going to be where everybody starts mostly. It's going to be a fan favorite. And for myself, I use these for mainly promotional items or giveaways, or rather testing purposes and promo giveaways. These are going to be the Gildan G42. And these are going to run you about $279, give or take. Sometimes you get them like 3 for $10 at your local Hobby Lobby, Michaels, wherever they sell craft items. Now when you're starting out, this is just fine. However, for long term, I would kind of advise against this because some customers don't really like that rough feel and the generic fit, rather boxy. Now a step up from that is going to be my personal favorite. And this is going to be a Next Level 3600. And this is going to be what you call a retail fit. And this is generous sizing, if I may add. 100% heirloom ring spun cotton. And these are going to be about $5, but well worth the money. Customers appreciate that. Now if you have a line more centered towards streetwear, this is going to be a staple. This is going to be the All Styles 3100. It's going to be a 6-ounce cotton. And this is going to be a more, I don't want to say oversized, but a more true size, we'll say athletic fit. And these are going to be comparable to like maybe a Pro Club. I'm not sure if you have those in your region, but this is going to be similar to that fit wise. You're going to have an elongated fit to them. Only things that you're not going to have that restrictive of the neck as you do with the Pro Clubs, like this. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like it. You like that? Let me know in the comments below if that's, you like the tighter feeling around your neck. I mean, no one wants like a droopy drunk neck, but you know what I mean? You don't want that on your neck, right? I don't want to feel like I'm having my top collar buttoned all day long with a t-shirt. Anyway, I digress. So after that is the sweatshirts. For myself, my favorite sweatshirt is going to be a Jersey New Blend. And these come in 50% cotton, 50% polyester. So on the lighter ones, you can sublimate. And these are going to be very cost friendly. They're probably between 10 to 15 bucks. And these are true to size. So I appreciate that they are true to size, opposed to the Gildens, which run a little smaller, which are similar in price. Now, if you want to step it up a little bit, there's the Independent Trading Co. And these are going to be a little more premium, as you can tell in the details. You can tell in the stitching. These are going to start out about 20 bucks, give or take. I've seen them as low as like 15, depending on where you source them from. Now after the hoodie, it's the crew necks. Once again, we've got the Jersey New Blend. And these are about 10 bucks a piece. Well, take that back. They're about 5 to 10 bucks a piece, depending on. And again, if you want to step it up, you've got the fan favorite, which is the Champion. And if you get the vintage, it's going to run you but the fit of these, it's on trend right now. Welcome to the 90s. And now last but not least, we got a bit of a pro tip for you. Now when I first started out, I used to enjoy these types of videos. We got a sample pack of transfers. Now these can be found at most heat transfer companies. This particular pack came from Howard's. And like I said, I used to enjoy this type of videos. These were like instructional and a good way to test out your skills. Learn item placement, all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna turn my heat press on and we'll get into this. So like I said, when I first started out, these are like my favorite types of videos to watch. I used to love to see people get these free transfer packets in. It was just something about seeing the whole pressing the garments, seeing it go from nothing to something. It was something special about that to me. Also, this is a great way to learn and also to get acclimated with your heat press. You learn time and temperature, get your recipe down. So this is what the sample pack consists of. It's gonna tell you a lot about their products, brochure, services that they offer. Like I said, if you guys are interested, you guys check them out. Pricing guide. What we're really here to see are the transfers that they sent me. Like I said, sometimes you get really cool transfers. Other times, just like, yeah, that's why it's best to have test shirts on hand. And like I said, most companies will offer free transfer packs. Just go visit their websites and request them. It's really easy to Google plastisol transfers or heat transfers. You're gonna get like 1,000,001 companies. Just kind of go through and request transfers. Now, even if you don't really plan to use this type of transfers, it's still a good way to practice. Like I said, get to know your design placements and whatnot, how to center your items. We're gonna go ahead and press this one today. It's like a glitter option. It's almost like vinyl. So we're gonna go ahead and press that. Current temperature we need to get up to is 350. It's gonna be 350 for, what is it, like 12 seconds. I've elected to do 19 to kind of account for the up and down of the press. But again, this is not really about the transfers, so there won't be no wash test or anything like that. But this is just a way to show you guys that you guys can utilize your press before, you know, if you guys are not able to master your machines and whatnot, so you guys don't get discouraged. You guys have something to do, some homework or something like that, you know. So when I first started out, these really kept me going, and it's kind of fun too, just to press, you know what I mean? I mean, before it becomes like a job, like when you're first starting out, it's really fun to use a heat press. At least I think so. You guys leave me know in the comments below if you guys enjoy your heat press. So we're going to be using this Gildan shirt today. And like I said, these can be found at your local Hobby Lobby, your local Joann's, Michael's, wherever they sell any type of craft goods. It's like 3 for $10, sometimes 4 for $10. Even, you know what? Even Walmart carries these. I'm not really sure the pricing on Walmart, but yeah, you can find these anywhere. And now these ones that are found in those type of stores, they don't have the tearaway tag, or they're not tagless, so you cannot rebrand these. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to go through all the trouble of trying to get rid of that, but why really would you, you know? Just buy the tagless ones. Anyway, so our press is gonna get to 350. We're gonna go ahead and press this, and you guys go enjoy the rest of your day. Once again, go ahead and get it on the platen. Always, you want to have your lint brush. Not as crucial as with the sublimation, but you still want to free your garment of any debris. Give it a pre-press. A few seconds, get any of that moisture out. Once again, we have our transfer here. And like I said, these are a great way to practice your placement, get familiar with your press, time and temperature, all that good stuff. And also, not a bad way to run your business if you want to go with transfers. Like stock transfers, for example. Heat Transfer Wearhouse, they offer some good stock transfers, which we'll get into in a later video. Anyway, so like I said, 350, we're gonna go 19 seconds, and we'll see what we got here. It's a pretty little nifty design. We're gonna go ahead and go 3 fingers from the collar. And again, when you're going to measure your shirt, the easiest way to do it is to get from the armpits. You're gonna have equal parts. And then you take your fingers, and you have equal width. Of course, you can get something like this, which is a t-shirt ruler. heat transfer Wearhouse, standard ruler, all that good stuff. Anyway, so 350, 19 seconds. And the one thing that I did forget to do was increase the pressure, which is what you're going to want to do when dealing with transfers. They also recommend not to use a Teflon sheet for the first pressing, as it kind of reduces some of the heat that you're going to get. This is a hot peel. And yep, I pressed it upside down as I thought I was going to do. Good thing it's a test shirt, and we're going off, so we'll just increase the pressure just because. Not that anyone's gonna get or wear this shirt. That's why it's always good to test on inexpensive shirts. And what's funny about this is that I looked at it and I said to myself, don't press that, it's upside down. What do? Yep, I pressed it upside down. Not the worst thing. At least you guys got a video, right? This thing is pretty hot. You know what? It kind of feels like vinyl a little bit to the touch. Really see that glitter in there. Shall I flip it? See, it's the B that kind of throws you off. Nah, that was just me. Once again, this has been Jay Styles. You guys be kind, and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh yeah, if you haven't already, get your free transfer pack.